Take your guest to the scariest place you can find. Look at this. That ball there's glowing. What is that?
Good morning guys, welcome back to Journey Across Japan, non-stop north, 2,000 kilometers, 21 days on the road, and we're here in front of Kagoshima Shrine in Hachinohe, Aomori. It's wet, a little bit windy, but absolutely stunning. So Kagoshima Shrine is famous for having more seagulls than anywhere else in Japan. Today though, there's not a single one. I don't know if that's good luck or bad luck, given that they're very, very messy creatures indeed. But it's great to be back in Aomori though. The last few days, Connor and I have travelled up Iwate. Last night we had a night out on the town, going to the 1960s restaurant Humber for some reasonably priced food. And I'm really looking forward to this next chapter as we make our way across Aomori, probably my favourite prefecture in North Japan. There's just so much cool stuff going on here, and it does have the highest snowfall on the planet, which should certainly spice things up a bit, especially if we crash the car. It'll really spice things up a bit. But our next guest is actually waiting for us in the warmth and comfort of a donut shop just across the car park. So let's go there and meet them and, well, get some bloody donuts. Yeah. Well, if it isn't Sharla in Japan. How you doing?
Good. I have donuts.
You do?
I got you a donut, but I'm regretting my choices because I think I want this one now.
I want that one.
No, you like chocolate.
This isn't fair, is it, Ampan Man? Ampan Man was having a great view. There was a rainbow over Kagoshima Shrine.
What?
Missed it. Too busy eating your donuts.
No.
Also, the first guest who can't drive, so now I'm stuffed. I have to drive. I mean, it's been great, both Ryoto Natsuki and Connor. I've been like, there's the key, you go.
Have you been sharing with them? Oh, that's nice.
Sharing, yeah. So I'm going to have to be behind the wheel now. Let's see what our first challenge is.
Okay, you catch it.
All right.
Flying out.
So you guys have sent in 7,000 challenges. Oh. Ian, our driver, has picked out a few.
I hope it's something good.
Purple.
Last time we had the Japanese challenge, and that was fun.
We had to speak Japanese for an entire day.
Yeah.
I nearly broke my head that day.
We should do that again.
No, please God, no.
Take your current guest to the scariest place you can find. Lisa M. I like that. I like scary stuff.
Scariest place. Connor's bedroom.
That is such a weird thing to say. Why would you say that?
Jesus Christ. I mean, there's lots of bears. There's been more bear attacks this year than any other year.
I don't think she meant like deadly scary, more like spooky scary.
I think it's open to interpretation, but...
Fuck off. I'd rather not die.
No, it's probably not a good idea. Not fair. Not for the first episode now, Maury. That'd be a terrible shame. All right, well, let me finish. Let me start my donut. Have a few munches on this, and I'll have a think.
Looks so good.
Yeah. All right. I've got some ideas. I've been thinking long and hard. I think I know 3 scary places.
In Aomori.
In Aomori. First things first though, what do you think of my car?
Actually, I really like it. It's really cute. It's actually a lot better than I imagined. I didn't watch your whole video on it, but
you don't watch Abroad Japan, eh? It's very cozy though, like very...
It's stylish, it's really cute.
Stylish, like the man who drives it, and cozy. It's great because all the guests I've had, we've got to like really get to know one another and get up close.
That sounds a bit sketchy.
It does sound a bit sketchy. Right, three things I thought of. Number one, Hakoda Mountain. It's a really kind of cool mountain. It does have a lot of bears, very deep snow. I think it could be scary at the bear angle.
Dangerous. That sounds more dangerous than scary.
It might be a little bit dangerous.
Okay.
Option number 2 is Osorezan, kind of like the gates of hell itself. It's a temple in a kind of mountain in a caldera. It looks really cool, like a lotus leaf. Love it. Number 3, the Haunted Inn. There's like
the Ghost Inn.
Yeah, like a ghost boy child. And I went there with Ryoto a few years ago, and we went ghost hunting. And there was like a weird thing happened, like a thing fell off the wall.
Yeah, something actually happened for you, right? I've been there.
Right.
Nothing happened for me. I would like to revisit that because I would like to have that spooky experience.
All right, so
I vote for Ghost Inn.
Ghost Inn. I'll do the driving. You can ring them up
Ghost
and see
Inn.
if there's a room. Away we go. The only good thing is it's like off-peak season for like anything in Tohoku. And we've had a really easy time getting hotels. Like Connor was shocked at how cheap all the hotels were that we're staying in, because nobody travels around North Japan in winter. So if you want a reasonably priced trip to Japan, travel in December. Oh, so there's some good news and some bad news. The good news is we got a room at the most haunted inn in all of Japan. The bad news is there's no other rooms available, so the entire team are going to have to stay back in Aomori, including our cameraman Paul, meaning it's me, you, and her. I'm the cameraman once again.
And the ghost.
And you're the ghost, yes. The ghost child. I'm looking forward to this though. I haven't been to the inn in 4 years.
Yeah.
When was the last time you were there?
Maybe 2 years? Yeah.
Did you see anything alarming
and
other
I was
than your
really
reflection?
Shut up. I was really sad about it because so many people seem to have a spooky experience at this place. And the time I stayed there, I didn't see anything, so.
There's the most common thing is people take photos and there's like an orb, or like a light orb or something.
I mean, I did take some footage and there were orbs, but it was also dusty as heck, so I feel like it was just dust.
I'm not so much worried about ghosts as having an asthma attack. I read a lot of people feel like a presence in the room while they're sleeping. One article I read, someone felt something standing
sitting on them or something,
sitting or
right?
standing on their chest. So that's a little bit sketchy, but
I mean, it doesn't feel scary to me.
Right.
It feels spooky. It's got a
does.
spooky vibe, but I feel like it's friendly spirits, if there are spirits there.
well, finish this coffee and let's head to the Ryokufuso?
Ryokufuso Inn.
Ryokufuso Inn. Bit of a tongue twister, that one. Ryokufuso. And so, having only just arrived in Aomori Prefecture, we hop back over the border into North Iwate. It's here you'll find the Ryokufuso Inn, home to the Zashikiwarashi spirit, the ghost of a young boy who's said to wander the inn at night. Upon arriving in the early evening, the warm illuminated entrance feels far from a haunted mansion as the staff guide us to our tatami mat style hotel room. It's time to prepare for a hunt. A ghost hunt. Now it's about 7 o'clock and around 8 they actually shut off all the lights around the inn. Nowhere else in Japan does this.
Yeah.
And it's kind of to help you and like encourage you to go out and search and see what you can find, right?
Yeah, I really like it. They really do encourage people to go out and go ghost hunting. So I think you'll see when we go out at 8 o'clock, there'll be other guests in the hallways, and it's a really fun vibe because it'll be pitch black out there, and it is pretty creepy. And you'll see people with like their cell phone light, kind of like.
I think what we should do is we should wait a bit later till like 10, 11 when they've gone to bed. And I think that's what I did last time, and Ryoto and I didn't bump into anyone. But we have one secret weapon in our ghost hunting discoveries. As you guys might recall, a few episodes ago, Connor and I went to a remote island and camped in the darkness. It was awful. It was painful. One thing I bought for that trip was this infrared camera. However, it's perfect. We didn't actually use it on the island because it was quite bright because Connor made the world's biggest bonfire. We didn't need it after all, but we still got it. And I thought if we could use this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Imagine if we see something.
Yeah,
that'd be really creepy.
That'd be very cool. And it shows up like heat and different things in the dark that you can't see on a normal camera. But before
Do
all
ghosts normally show up on infrared
that,
cameras?
not a Dickens. I've never done it.
I wonder, because people usually
asking
say
the
that they
wrong guy.
feel cold like when they go into a haunted place, right? So you wouldn't think that ghosts would be warm.
I mean, that's just Japan in general, where they have no decent central heating or insulation. But anyway, before we begin our ghost hunting magical adventures, it's dinner time.
The food here is amazing. Thanks, Lisa. Best challenge ever. This is awesome. And she just brought out apple tempura, and she said it tastes like apple pie. So I want to have that ASAP because she said to eat it while it's warm. Should we try it now?
Try it.
It's kind of desserty, but
I've never had it before.
I don't want it to cool down. So Iwate and Aomori both have amazing apples. And I know this is gonna be good. I probably don't want to dip it in the salt. I'm just gonna have it like this.
Battered apple.
It is like apple pie. It's so sweet, but not fake sweet. You can tell they haven't added sugar or anything to it. It's just like fresh, delicious, warm apple.
Are you fake sweet?
Sometimes.
What I love about staying at Ryokan is getting the kaiseki dinner, right? You've got a bit of fish. We're quite near the coast here, so very fresh, very delicious. We've got some pork shabu shabu here, so we're going to put that in the hot pot in a minute. We've got ebi, we've got soup, we've got tempura apple. I've never had that either.
Yeah, try it. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's batter all our vegetables and fruits. It's a great idea. Ghost hunting is hungry business though, so we're going to finish this up and then we're going to get our ghost hunting hats on, see what we can find. Delicious.
So we just had dinner, and before we go inside and have a look around a little bit later on, I actually think the creepiest part, well certainly the bit I found creepiest last time, is the shrine outside.
Yeah.
Dedicated to the Zashkiwarashi and eerie, dark kind of Torii gate. Let's go and see what we can find.
Something really spooky about it, especially the papers blowing in the wind. I don't know. Maybe I've played too many Japanese horror games. That might be the issue. There's something about shrines at nighttime. It just gives you the creeps.
Oh, it's so cold.
I can't believe you slept on an island in this weather.
I'm an idiot.
It's so cold. Oh, and the sound of the wooden Emma. Creepy. So I believe these are dedicated to the Zashkiwarashi, the child spirit that is supposed to live here in this hotel. There's some offerings of sake, which is kind of weird because he's a little boy. Shouldn't be drinking sake. But it's nice. They've taken really good care of this shrine and they really respect him. And this whole hotel is dedicated to him. And people come from all over Japan to come here and have the experience of meeting this spirit because it's supposed to bring you good luck if you see him. It's not an evil spirit. So if we find something tonight, if we see something spooky, it's supposed to be good luck. So fingers crossed. Shall we use the camera? I'm really intrigued by this. How does it work? Oh my god!
What is that? Whoa! Fuck it up! That's like a hurricane or tornado. What is that?
What the fuck? I've never felt wind that strong before.
Not in Japan. What the fuck was that?
Ow! Fuck it out. Should we go inside?
Maybe time to go in. That's creepy. My god. I don't know if we just pissed off the spirit or something, but I've never felt a gust of wind quite like that outside of a typhoon. And it's very much not typhoon season. What is this? Jesus. Bloody hell.
That was really weird. The weather was really calm until just now. That was really creepy. What the fuck? It's supposed to be a good spirit, not a scary one.
After apparently angering the spirits of the shrine, which was definitely Sharla's fault, not mine, it was time to head back inside to see if we could catch a glimpse of something paranormal.
It's really dark if you go into the lobby area. I remember last time it was so creepy. I was by myself. I came with Jotaro and then he just abandoned me.
He loves doing that.
And I went ghost hunting by myself.
What a
And then he
bastard.
really creeped me out. I think I saw him like out a window or something. It was terrifying.
I mean, Ryotaro's face is a great way to get creeped out. So last time I was here with Ryotaro, we were going around this room filming, and of course we stopped filming for just a moment, and one of these birds, I can't remember which one it was, maybe one of these two, just fell off the shelf, and it was really weird. There was no wind, we didn't knock it, the floor wasn't moving with the foot movement, it just went, oh, and just fell off. I'm not a superstitious person, don't believe in ghosts or anything like that, but it was like, oh, that's a bit weird. Yeah. So we clung to that. That was our big moment. So who knows, maybe another small object will fall off a shelf and we'll cling to that this time, but that was pretty cool. What's that on that pillow?
That?
Yeah.
My butt.
That's where you were sitting?
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Wow, so your residual heat
Yeah,
is
it
still on the
picks it
cushion
up.
after like 5 minutes.
This little camera's pretty nifty.
That's pretty good.
Let's walk through the hallways with it. It's pretty creepy looking through this and just expecting to see something.
That's how I feel looking through this camera.
While Sharla and I have yet to see any signs of paranormal activity, 2 other guests we've bumped into are sure they've caught a glimpse of Japan's answer to Casper.
A few minutes ago we saw 2 ladies who had been in this room, and they showed us their phone, and they showed us they'd been playing in this room, playing some sort of games, and people come here and sort of play with the boy, right? Play games and whatnot. And they showed us the video, and there was like some sort of bizarre light passing through the video that they claimed as, well, they didn't claim it was anything, but they sort of said, isn't that odd? And it was a bit odd. They say it was a spirit. I say it was the light reflecting off the balloon they were playing with onto the wall. You decide.
POV, you're in a bloody horror movie with only a phone flashlight. Where the hell's Sharla gone? Sharla. Oh, fucking son of a bitch. You bastard.
You can see here some toys that are left on display, so you can sort of play in the room. And if you're playing in the room, you're kind of like playing with the spirit of the boy. That's the way they kind of see it. So, yeah, they've left a few balloons around. It's quite surreal just walking into the room, and there's just a lone balloon just laying on the ground. But yeah, some old traditional toys here. Sharla will now demonstrate how to play with a balloon. Oh god, that's creepy. Just seen this thing, look at this. How did I not see that? A bit like Ryotaro. It's like Ryotaro's here in the room with us.
So in the room with all the toys, you'll find a stack of notebooks, and they're filled with thousands of stories of people that have stayed here and spooky experiences they had while they stayed here. If you read them, they're all quite similar. One pattern I noticed is that people will feel someone sitting on top of them while they're sleeping. This one here says, my husband woke up in the night and his ears were ringing loudly, and it felt like somebody was sitting on top of him.
I mean, your ears are usually ringing at night because of my snoring. So. Same sort of thing, right?
Basically.
So we didn't really see much today, no birds falling off shelves, although the 2 women who were playing games, their video was kind of interesting with the orb in the background or in the foreground, and I tried to replicate it with the balloon, which was my hypothesis. It was the light bouncing off the balloon, but I just couldn't do it. It didn't seem like that was the case. The only other thing that happened that was weird was the abnormal gust of wind while we were dicking about by the shrine. There was a really weird gust of wind that nearly knocked me off my feet. But yeah, I guess now we get to go to bed and see if I wake up with like a figure standing on my chest. That's terrifying. Could just be Sharla. I'll find out. I'll let you know in the morning. Wish me luck. Well, might not have seen any ghost boy, but I certainly had a good night's sleep. A rare thing on this trip, I'll say that much.
I'm disappointed I didn't see anything again. However, we did have that spooky experience outside in the shrine, which kind of creeped me out because it was a really calm night, and then all of a sudden it was like we were standing in a tornado.
Yeah, it felt like a horror movie. Like someone had been like, right now, and like ramp up the weather, have the wind. Yeah, it was kind of cool.
It was really weird.
But I think there's so many like ryokans in Japan. There's so many good ryokans, but they don't do anything. They don't have anything unique or interesting about them. And you know, if you come here, Ryoku Fuso, this place is kind of remote, right? It's not easy to get here.
Yeah.
If you come here, you'll find an inn with like a cool, unique sense of identity, a cool story, and maybe if you're lucky, a ghost as well. But between birds falling, orbs in videos, and abnormal gusts of wind, we're still yet to find a ghost there. But it's the end of the video, guys. Yeah. Thanks for joining me, Sharla. We'll continue our journey across Japan in the next episode, which we're about to start in just a minute. We're going to move on. Oh my God. See you there. Oh my fuck. Look at that.
Wow! Oh my God.
We're not getting a Porsche. No.
Do you want which one?
Neither. They're too much money.
Black or white?
If I had to choose the black one.
Oh. Natsuki Jackson.